that time again. Give me strength. Hello and welcome back to yet another preview where I predict a result that will not come to fruition. Before we get started, I am just 30 or 31 subscribers. It keeps fluctuating from 2,500 subscribers. So please do subscribe, like, hit that bell notification to be notified of any feature. I'm just going to keep it in. I'm just going to keep it in. For any future content on the channel. Oh, Chelsea coming to this fixture having won just 2 of our last 10 away matches in the Premier League. And whilst we have won the last 2 meetings against West Ham, both at the Bridge, we have won just 1 of our last 5 at the London Stadium. I've probably cut that out. I've bleeped it out or something like that. That said, we do sit 8 positions above our opponent. 11 points the gap. Less than what is between us and 3rd place. And at this stage in the league, it's a little hairy. In our last 10 Premier League matches, we have registered 9 points out of a possible 30. Just wind that back just a second. Did you hear that? In our last 10 Premier League matches, we have registered just 9 points out of a possible 30. West Ham, who again, might I remind you, sit in 17th place, have registered 8 points out of a possible 30. The only difference is I think they've lost 1 more than we've drawn. Like, we've drawn 1, they've lost another 1, if that makes sense. Everything else exactly the same, but we've drawn an extra game, they've lost an extra game. West Ham have only registered 1 win in their last 9 Premier League games, though in their last match they recorded a positive point away from home against Newcastle, being the first team to score past Nick Pope in league action since Southampton did in early November. Chelsea, on the other hand, have only won once in their last 6 matches in the Premier League, drawing the last 2 back-to-back 0-0. We have failed to win a league match away from home since mid-October last year. Just let that settle in. To say I have low expectations coming into this game would be an understatement. However, we can't ignore the return of several players, namely Joao Felix, whilst only playing 60 minutes so far before being red-carded on his debut, gives us hope, gives me hope, that we can maybe even comfortably win this. And just give me a second. I know I predicted 3-0 against Fulham, and that didn't happen. Reece James and Ben Chilwell, obviously both back as well, will more than likely feature from the get-go. Of course, Reece James did from the start. Chilwell came in from like the 60th minute or so, or something along those lines. I expect to see Reece James and Ben Chilwell starting the game. Obviously, we have Borussia Dortmund coming up as well, so, you know. Alongside Enzo Fernandez and hopefully the inclusion of Noni Madueke, who really seemed to, impress. Likewise, well, maybe not likewise in terms of impressing in the last game, but Mudryk will be looking to improve on his rather lackluster performance against Fulham. I think that there are definitely positives to look forward to coming into this game. Wesley Fofana returned to full training, but is a doubt. But again, exciting to see another player returning from injury. Likewise, Zakaria, he's returned to full training, but is not likely to feature against West Ham. Kovacic, on the other hand, Mateo Kovacic, could well make an appearance. Now, in terms of predictions, listen, we've kept a clean sheet in our last 3 matches in the Prem, albeit those, two of those, the most recent 2 were 0-0 draws. Truth be told, I think it's going to be another tight one. And the more I keep predicting certain things, we're going to get battered 5-0. You know, you've never seen anything like it. It wouldn't be too surprising. But if I keep saying the wrong thing, my predictions should do the opposite. Do you know what I'm saying? With West Ham being up for the occasion. I think that's why it's going to be a tight one. Much like every other team that seems to, be on bad form, they seemingly seem to show up when they play Chelsea. West Ham, their home record, whilst one of the worst in the league this season, I think they're in 16th place in terms of form in away games, is better than the last five. Is better in the last five than our last five away from home. West Ham with 2 wins and 3 losses. Chelsea with 2 draws and 3 losses. Score for this game? Who the fuck knows? I really don't know. But I would, as I said earlier, be silly to predict a 3-0 victory like I did for the Fulham game. So for this one, I am going to go for another 0-0. Maybe, just maybe, a 1-0 either way. Hopefully in the way of Chelsea. Confidence is still at a very, very low place right now. I truly, truly hope I improve. And otherwise, listen, we have to wake up sometime or another. At some point, we have to wake up, smell the fucking roses, whatever, anything, just anything, please. I'm begging for a win. Please. I just need a win. I just need a win. Anything. Not just me. Everyone. Fuck me. Win. I can't hack this anymore. I can't hack it. Oh. Let's hope we can pull something off against this West Ham side, who, again, will undoubtedly be up for the occasion. That's all for this preview. Be sure to leave your predictions in the comments down below. Whilst you're there, of course, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. With that said, as always, my name is Harry. Up the Chelsea. And peace. I fucking hope we win, please. For the love of Christ. I'm done.